Hello, hello, hello. Is this thing on? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. Once again, live on Twitch. It's Saturday night. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. Live on Twitch. It's Expose 831 Gaming. And welcome to a continuation of my Twitch live stream series for Farming Simulator 22 Platinum Edition. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day, night, or whatever it is in your neck of the woods or in your part of the world. I'd like to welcome you to my stream. This is my Twitch live stream series of Farming Simulator 22 Platinum Edition. We're on the SILVERRUN Forest map, which is the base game map that comes with that expansion pack for Farming Simulator 22. And we're picking up somewhat right from where we left off on the last episode. We are in the process of getting our animals set up. And the last activity I believe we were working on as the episode ended is we were trying to figure out how to get the straw distributed to the cows. I was having a little bit of amnesia because it's been a little bit of time since I've done animals in Farming Simulator 22. So it was my own fault, my own admission that I forgot how some of the techniques that we can use to distribute straw to the animals, depending on which animal pen you're using. In this case, I'm using a modded version of the base game animal pen, but the straw functionality still works the same as the base game straw functionality. It's just that the capacities with this are different than the base game capacities, I believe. But anywho, we finally figured out how to make it work. You typically would use a straw blower to distribute straw to your animals, but for some reason, I'm not quite sure, this trigger point for the straw blower and the animal pen, it's a very tricky or a very temperamental trigger point. So I was having a lot of trouble getting the straw blower to work, in conjunction with the animal pen when I have, because literally how the straw blower works is you typically would drop straw bales into the back of the blower, and the blower has a pipe here that you can see. If we can kind of zoom in right here, there's a little pipe here, and I'm moving it now, and you can kind of aim that pipe to wherever the trigger point is in the pen. Like if I go back up in here, you could just kind of drive through, and once you hit the right point, you see the option to distribute straw. But for whatever reason, this trigger point is being extremely temperamental. I did finally get it figured out a little bit, but that was all off camera, unfortunately, because we were having so much trouble at the end of the episode that I didn't get to show that whole process live, but we did get some of it, so you have a basic idea of how that process typically works. But with all that being said, let's go look at our cows and see what kind of shape we're in at this point. Alright, so we got the two types of cows in our cow pen right now. We have the brown Swiss and the Holstein, because the focus is going to be on milk production. And we got the two milk producing cows that are in the game, the brown Swiss and the Holstein. I believe, I'm not for sure if there's any difference in milk production between the two, but don't quote me on that. I haven't done any research, but they're priced differently, so maybe they may be. I'm not sure. But in either case, these are your two types of milk producing cows that are in the base game. We got 150 Holstein and 90 of the brown Swiss. And as you can see, the health bar is at 30% right now because we just purchased them. That should go up over time as the animals begin to age. The productivity is also at 20%, same situation there. That'll go up over time because the animals are new. That The bars are low right now. As long as we keep the animals fed and keep their bedding and all their needs met, those bars should go up till they reach the max point. And as long as we keep their needs in the green, then those bars will stay in the green once they get out of the red. We have the food. You can see we're feeding them total mix ration. They're good there. We have the straw, and they're going to produce milk and slurry for us. Looking at our pigs now, we see the pigs need pig food and straw. Their health is up to 100% now. Reproduction meter is 25%, and the pigs are just going to give us slurry. Chickens will give us eggs, and as you see, their health is 100% because we've had them for a while already. Sheep, we already know about them. While we're here, there's a modded chicken pen that I downloaded over the week that I didn't have a chance to look at. While I'm here, we're going to go ahead and look at it now. It was for chickens, but I have to look up who the modder was, but large, it was large. Let me see which one it was. I think I installed it. Was it this one? Yeah. I think it was by the Lord, but I will look it up in just a moment. But this is an interesting little mod. It holds 250 chickens. I just wanted to kind of take a look at it because I'm not going to put it on the farm just yet, but I wanted to get a general idea of how it might fit into what my current configuration is, because that holds 250 chickens by itself, and I just like the look of it. It's solar powered. It's a Horman. Yeah. It's a Horman chicken coop mod. And I'll get the exact information on the mod maker here in just a sec. But it takes up a decent amount of space and holds 250 chickens. The ones we got now from the USA Farm Pack hold, how many chickens do they hold each? Let's see here. Let me go back to my animals. Oh shit, I could have done that from the other menu as well. They hold 300. How many do they hold? I looked at them better for that way. They hold 360. So these still hold much more chickens overall, but I just like the look of it, but it takes up a ton of space too. And right now we got 3 of these, so we're 60, so really have almost 1,000 chicken here. Alright, and I need to take a quick bio break. I'll be right back. Alright, apologize for that, but I'm back. Alright, and that's a wonderful, wonderful shot I left for you there while I had to make that dip, isn't it? Alright, so make an assessment of where we're at now. Animals look like they're set up and ready to go. We have everything we need. We're completely in debt now, so there's that. And as far as lease equipment goes, we can return all our lease equipment. Well, some of our lease equipment. Let's see. Let's go through the whole thing and take a look at what we can and cannot. Keep the tractors for now. Keep the skid steer because I forgot I even had that, and we still got some rocks we want to break up. We don't need the bill trailer, so we'll return that. We don't need the stump grinder right now. We will keep the pipe, tree devour pipe, which does the same thing for right now. Let's go ahead and get rid of the straw blower. Keep the belt. I haven't been up there to the mine in quite some time. Alright. Did we buy that trailer? Alright, trailers. We could return that trailer. Now it's the other one. How do I know which one is which? Owned items, leased items, trailers. Let's see. There's no way I can do this. Let's do it. Well, it's gonna show us what's on, right? Not what's leased. Alright. Well, if I hitch up to it, maybe to give it away. There's a small flatbed auto load trailer. Okay. So if we go to the other one. Blizzard 30. Okay. That's what I need. Alright. So with the Lizard 30 in mind, we're going to take this back out to our log harvesting site. As it's finished unloading to the sawmill. We can go ahead and get it loaded back up with another load of logs to bring back to the sawmill. That's going to be our next activity, so to speak. Alright, so we're making our way back to our, we'll call it our farmland because we're harvesting trees just like the crop, so it is a farmland of sorts. It's just that the crop that we're growing is trees, or harvesting is trees. Because trees definitely are a harvestable crop in the game, so to speak. Alright, so here we are, we're on site. So let's get the trailer lined up and get ready to go and get another load of fresh load of logs going. Alright, so we're gonna hop out of the tractor and hop in to the telehandler. And let's grab a few logs and start getting this thing loaded up. So come from this angle, this back side, and let's start with Exhibit A. The clamps on there. And now how do we get around here without risking flipping the whole setup? Because with that log, it's going to make this tricky. Alright, that's way more complicated than it needed to be. Alright, we got one log dumped. Let's see if we can give it that sweet kiss to get it lined up. Nope, doesn't want to cooperate. Maybe if we try it from the top end and just give it a little push. Get it lined up on the edge a little better. We're not going to get them all that neat. Alright, let's see if I can grab multiples at one time now. Well, we got them on the clamp. That's a start. And will they stay on that through the whole process? Alright, let's kick that out a little bit. Alright. That's the one. We need to extend the arm out a little bit more. I know it makes it telehandler a lot more unbalanced depending on how much weight we're carrying, but I needed a little bit more range here to work with when I'm trying to load these logs on the back of the log trailer. Right. But anywho, let's keep it moving. We're doing alright so far. I have to switch it back to the right control group. You need to have the right control group selected depending on which element you're trying to control. In this case, I need to control the log forks again, so I had to switch the focus or control group, selected control group, back to the log fork. See, I hate when you're stacking and you pick another log out of the place while you're trying to bring another log in, but you can't have full control over that, because when you open them up, they're going to bump other logs that are in the stack and kick other logs around. It's just kind of inevitable. Alright, but we're still putting in work and we're making progress. Alright, that's a very thick log there. So that definitely has a lot of weight to it, and we need to be careful how we handle it so we don't put ourselves in a bad predicament here. Alright, so that's stacked well. And we don't want to go too crazy with the stacks, because we just need enough logs to, you know, make it a worthwhile trip down to the sawmill. But still have enough that it takes a little time for it to process the entire load. And that's why I opted for going with the 12-meter logs instead of the 8-meter logs or the 6-meter logs that are normally what we like to work with. Although I still might bump it down to maybe 10 or 8, because the 12s are a little too long, I think. Yeah. Yes. Because the length of them still lends to them being a bit difficult to manage. Even though you can still get them to work, it's just that you have to do a lot more finessing. But when they're this long, there's not much of a margin for error. I think we've still done pretty good with the handling of the logs and the log forks and all of that stuff. But that's one thing I think I can honestly say that I'm pretty good with in Farming Simulator 22. Especially when you consider that I'm playing with a console controller and not like a special control set just for machinery. Because I know at least on PC you can buy, I forget what it's the term. I don't know if it's a side pad or something like that, a sidebar, but it's a separate control set that you can buy, you know, aftermarket. That just has a specific configurable controls. So you can set it up to operate as you would the control panel would for real life machinery. And there's a big old stump right there to my left, and that's But need to grind out. Alright, we're just about to get this trailer filled up to the point where we're ready to make another trip to the sawmill. Probably these last 3 pieces here, I think, and I think we'll call that a load and send the trailer back to the sawmill. Alright, drop that right in. Alright, let's get the clamps on there. Boom, boom, looking good, looking good. And you have to bear with me tonight, gang. I'm trying to wean myself off of sweets just a little bit. I don't know, I'm kind of going through a little bit of withdrawal here. I may make me a cup of coffee here momentarily, so I may have to step away briefly here just for another brief instance, because I'm starting to get a little tired here. And I don't want to fade out on you. Been working in the yard today and stayed up late playing Grand Theft Auto Online. I've just jumped back on that after being away for a few years and just playing through some of the new content, or at least new to me, I should say, in that game, and I've kind of fallen back in love with it a little bit. Haven't really played it a whole lot since not too long after maybe the first couple of years, or maybe even that first year when it came out. Kind of funny thing is that we're looking at this month, and there is they just brought back the armored truck heist, which I thought was ironic because when I last used to play Grand Theft Auto Online, that was part of the base game content anyways online. That was one of the first things they kind of sort of rolled out when they first started Grand Theft Auto Online, that you could use to do. That was literally how we used to play. It was like a mad dash to armored trucks for anybody who was in a game session when they appeared on the map. And it was like a free-for-all to get the truck and then get the loot. And then everybody was trying to take out the person who had the bag, so to speak. Alright. But that's kind of what I've been doing when I'm not playing Farming Simulator 22. I'm kind of like been to a point where now I'm not playing Farming Simulator 22 quite as much as I used to. This was at one time, hands down, the game I played the most. and there was no comparison to playtime for other games. Even though I do kind of rotate the games I play, I do have games I play for a lot more time. And Farming Simulator 22 has always been my most played game. Grand Theft Auto Online is probably second, and third would be Red Dead Redemption Online. Spent a lot of time on that one. In fact, that's the one that took me away from Grand Theft Auto Online. And of course, The Witcher 3, that was it's not an online game, but that's just one of to me, one of the best games ever made in gaming history. Spent a lot of time, we talked about this before, playing State of Decay 2 is one of my favorite games. And like I say, I kind of cycle my rotation in and out on that one. And for the most part, that's the main games I play. I am playing right now. Another one that's on the list, and in fact, that was the first one that I started doing on Twitch, just with my test videos, was Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord. There's been some major updates to that on console. They basically have changed the game substantially, and almost to the point now, because I had a playthrough on that where I had some hundreds of hours logged, but the changes to the gameplay on that game have been so significant they kind of nerfed my save, so to speak. So I'm probably going to need to start that over in order to have a halfway decent experience, and not super happy about that, but I'm glad to have improvements to the game because there's a lot of issues and bugs with that on console. Also, I have Railroad Tycoon 3, is it? Forget it now. As a Railroad Tycoon 2. My brain is drawing a blank right now. But anywho, just trying to go through my game list here. Okay, again, apologies again, game. Just totally lost my train of thought there and got distracted into something else, reading and then communication that I received from family. Everything's cool, though. But again, going over the games that I play. I play the MLB The Show 23, which is the only baseball game available on really only real baseball game available on Xbox. There are other baseball games on Xbox that are available now, but that wasn't always the case. I have NBA 2K23. I haven't played that a whole lot, although I'm a big fan of sports games. Diablo 4 is, well, I did the beta on that, and I don't own that one. I was trying to see if I had a, because I don't want to kick myself out of Farming Simulator to see the railroad game that I can't even think of the name of right now. And I know folks are probably looking at it like, okay, well, it can't be that much of a favorite if you can't remember the name of it, right? Maybe so. I have to give you that one, gang. Alright, so we got the log trailer kind of loaded up. I think we're gonna not press a look, stop here, and go ahead and it's really good. Definitely ran that a little bit, but you kind of get the idea of what kind of gamer I am just from that selection of games there. I don't, if I have to say I have a favorite niche, that's going to be sports games. But again, the way I play, I go through cycles with a lot of games, and when I'm on a cycle with whatever game I'm interested in at the time, I'll play the heck out of it for a certain period of time, and then I'll put it down and go on to something else and play the heck out of that, and so on and so forth. But then I have my main games that I play or at least I play the heck out of them for a much longer period of time. And since I started playing the Farming Simulator games, they've never fallen off that main list. And I started out playing with the Farming Simulator 17. I tried it out when it was available on Game Pass on a whim, and been hooked ever since. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and turn the beacons on here. It is just me, and this animation of the tires on this tractor look a little weird, like the tires are rolling in opposite directions. Maybe that's just me, but it certainly does not look like they're rolling realistically. I don't think the spin is any in the right direction. Yeah, that's what it is. That's just throwing me off. The front tire is spinning in the correct direction, but the back tires are not. Yeah. It's a subtle thing, but it's noticeable when you actually look at it. So we got a new advertising here. What is this? Grow your agricultural empire anywhere. Farmer Select 22 mobile. Okay. I was like, what are they talking about? Grow your agricultural empire anywhere. What does that even mean? Understand now. Alright, so we're gonna get these load of logs in position so that we can feed the sawmill. Alright, and we're there. Rock and roll, baby. And the sawmill will start feeding itself with these logs. And at first everything will move pretty fast, and when it gets down to max capacity, everything will slow down drastically. But it will still take the logs just much more slowly, and that's once we get down to about 109,500. Excuse me, 19. Yeah, 19. Yeah, I said it right. 109,500. And just going to do a little visual check here on the pallets, plank pallets, and so on and so forth. No issues here or here. I mean, I don't know why it's weird that we have the two wood beams that spawn here at all times, and the rest of them spawn out here. All right. So we're good here. We can move on to the next big thing. Let's put eyes on the rock breaker here. Actually, we need to figure out how we're going to get these rocks up that it already has served up to us. What we need here is a trailer. So let's go grab our GLX, and we need the dump trailer configuration of it. And then we just got to figure out how we're going to get the rocks into the trailer. And since we have this tractor already over here, I'm gonna do it the less realistic way, but the fastest way right now. The realistic way would be we can get the shovel head or attachment for the skid steer and use that to load, or get that same attachment and use the telehandler and use that to load it, or even with the tractor and the attachment. Dang, I'm having a lot of senior moments today. I didn't think of what the attachment is called. The front loader attachments. Jeez. Alright. But while we're in the shop, let's see What category would that attachment fall under that I'm looking at? It's easy just to find from the mods because I don't know what shop category it falls under right off the top of my head. Alright, but I know it when I see it. It says Lizard Forge Pickup. I'm going to go ahead and customize. Actually, we just use the default configurations. Release that. Alright, now I think we're in business. So now we just need to locate the skid steer. And any collections of rocks that we've already broken up that we didn't pick up previously. There's a rock that we need to clear. There's a collection of rocks that we didn't clear previously. So, you know, that's one. I think that's the only other one. And we just need to locate the skid steer here. There's another rock that we can break up right there. Alright. I need to see something here. Because I have no idea where skid steer is at in relation to where I'm at. Is that the skid steer there? Yeah. So it's way back over here. What is this? So I'm going the wrong direction to find it. Go back this way. Here we are. And a lower forge pickup. Put your pipe out. Turn on forge pickup. Okay. And it has the stone, but we don't have the trailer in position, so we need to Get the GLX in place. Let's try not to flip it this time, 'cause that's lots of fun. Alright, so we're gonna park the truck here. Making a tractor, got the pipe out. I thought it would unload. It's not unloading. What does it not like about it? The trailer? I don't know. It has 150 liters, 59 liters of rocks, but it's not unloading it into the trailer for some reason. That truck should carry, that trailer should carry rocks. I see it on there. That should be yeah, icon for rocks. It is on there. So I don't understand what the malfunction is. Okay. I drove a certain distance away and it shot the rocks where? Into the truck. That's weird. But it worked. I'm gonna drive the rock breaker down the hill. We saw some rocks further down the road that could be broken up. And there's another stack of previously broken up rocks near one of our animal pens down below. I'm trying to find that other spot where we previously saw some rocks that we missed. Here it is. There's one there. Is that another formation up there? Yep. Yeah, there's another rock formation there. And I think those are the only two. At least I hope so. Because they can sometimes be kind of hard to see with all this underbrush and such. GLX park there. And we'll just go the forage pickup. Thankfully it has its own built-in capacity. So we could kind of grab some material up off the ground and load it in to pickup, and then unload its contents into a trailer later on. We don't have to do that all at one time. Alright, there it is. So let's break up these rocks. It is. Let's get everything up. Turn it on. Oh, and we're already at capacity, so we're gonna need the 2LX sooner rather than later. And then you can see those two big rocks over there on that side. I'm kind of being greedy with that. If I see them, we gotta make it worth the lease. So we want to grab all the rocks that we can while we have it leased. Just don't know for sure if those rocks are on my land or not. Missed my turn or something here. Alright, there it is. Unload. Alright, we got it. So I'm going to look back here at the TLX, we up to 2%. So let's keep it going. Once we got the rock broken up, we can hop back into the tractor forage pickup combination and fire it up. All right. Now once you get in the right spot, it'll unload automatically. Angle here. I think that's going to be tonight's screenshot. So let me get that in focus. And go ahead and take that capture. All right. Let's take the rock crusher on over to the other rocks that we shited. Then we're doing it all at the blazing speed of 12 miles per hour. Wait a minute. Is that chicken sunken into the ground? Oh, he moved now. Watch out, chickens. And here's the rock that we know and love, that we've already done. And here's the rock that we need to do. Turn it on and hit the brake, because these are the brakes. Brilliant. Good. And while I'm here, I just want to do a little bit of a flyover so I can get a more realistic assessment. And I got to put it in the build mode screen to be able to do a flyover in console. There's actually a pile here, here. And thanks to the flyover, we know we have another one over here that I must have did a while back. And I thought it was another rock over here. I don't see it now. Because we could literally clean all this area off over here and build on this property in this area as well, if necessary. Now let's grab the tractor. Alright, there it is. Forest pickup in hand. I'm gonna turn it on. It should do the rest. Doesn't take but a second to get to 500. So we need to bring the trailer on around and over there. And there it is. TLX in position so that the forage harvester pipe could sense it. Put it back on. Just cleaning up this area. And then on to the next one. And that pile is greater than 500 liters as well. That's the capacity of the forage pickup. Alright. For some reason it has to be in a certain spot for it to work properly. Once I put it in the right place, it sucks it right on up. Alright, I think that's it for the moment. Hey, there's a rock there. Where am I? I have no idea. Okay. It's easy to get disoriented sometimes in this thick underbrush too. And another rock bites the dust. That's another quick 500 liters as well. You see where we need to go over in the horizon, so we're just going to reposition over to that location. Just load it up 500 liters at a time. Alright, that's one more done. Alright, checking out here for any more unruly rocks that we might want to get rid of. don't see anyone at the moment, so we might be at a stopping point. I see a little river bed there. Get stuck. Seriously, little guy. Alright. See if that helps. So I don't own any of the land over here, so can't do anything with these two rocks here at the moment. Yeah, see where that's at on the map, what that looks like on the map. So we're done with the skid steer, I believe, based on that assessment alone. So we're gonna go ahead and turn this equipment back in. We're done with it now. Alright, yeah, we could turn the horse pickup back in too. And we're gonna go sell our rocks. Just keep you parked here for the moment. That's a beautiful tractor. Beautiful, beautiful tractor. $10,730 liters of stones. Not gonna bring us much money. Stones, you don't really make a lot of profit off of stones anyway. Let's go sell it. But in the interest of time again, I'm not gonna drop all the way up that hill. I'm gonna go to production, and I'm gonna utilize a selling point mod right now. This is sell everything mod. We're gonna place one here. And now if we go to our prices menu, we can see the sell point in the menu. And what we're looking for here is the rocks. Or stone is, what is it, on the rocks or is it on the stone? Stones. And you see the recrusher is buying them for 92, so everything is 90. Not that much of a difference. We'll do the 90. Let's sell them. Stones. And a whole $970. And then we can sell that back. And we're done. And we're done using the dump trailer for now. And I think we're good to go for today. Let's go look at our productions and make sure there's not anything else that requires our attention for today. We're already at 16:35, which is 4:35 p.m. if you're in the U.S. It's a nice discount on a tractor, line trailer, fertilizer line, and a mower. Now let's take a peek at our productions and see if there's any critical needs on our production chains right now. And we'll just go down the list. Barrel factory, good. Furniture factory, good. Flooring, good. Shingle factory, good. Art accessories factory, good. Wood turner, good. Pet accessories, good. On sawmill, knowing what it does. We got storing on the metal. And the spinneries distribute automatically. Only other thing we want to keep a serious eye on right now is our chickens for sure, because we don't have automatic distribution of eggs pallets. And we do have some egg pallets popping in now, so we're gonna probably have to be handling egg pallets here in a moment. We're gonna need something small to handle them because we just need to move them around to get them out of the way so other egg pallets can spawn. I want to see how many. One of the things I want to see now while we're waiting that out to see how many can spawn in the trigger point before it's maxed out. So it looks like that's all we're gonna get done today. Oh, let's check the boat build. And then that'll be everything that we need to manage for today. And the build is still moving along nicely. Planks, we need 7,147. Good. Long planks, 7,491. Good. Wood beam, we need 3,618. Good. Metal, 1,203. Good. Floor tiles, 5,172. And we have 5,247, so we're good on all areas there. So we can bounce right up to the farm, call it a day, and start again. Alright, the struggle is real. So we're gonna sleep. Alrighty, it's a new day. And you just saw expenses, daily expenses pop up on the screen. You can also see that from the finances screen here. We're in the month of October now. And you can see we spent 14,500 on new liters, vehicles, 396,000 on livestock, $1,003 on construction, $12,595 in vehicle leasing costs, $353 maintenance, property maintenance, $1,564 for production costs. While we made $166,000 in sold products, but we still have more expensive. Water costs $1,736. Bill costs $37,900. I mean pallet costs, excuse me, $37,908. Miscellaneous is $23,000, and loan interest $775. So definitely want to get those loans paid off as soon as possible. We're $465 in the hole in loans. I said around $465. Then I'm going to say $465,000 in loan debt right now. As you see, we've been operating at a loss for the last couple of months. So we got to get that all turned around and get ourselves back on the profitable side of things. But that's in part because of all the capital investments we made in getting our animal operation initially started up. Alright, we still got a couple of logs here to process through, but we're almost done here at the sawmill. So we're going to go straight to animals because that's our next area of concern. You can see the cows need food again. Pigs need food and straw. Pigs need wheat. Excuse me, chickens need a ton of wheat. Sheep are good. let's go get our TLX 2020. And, alright, I hate when it falls through like that. It just takes me out. Now we need to change our configuration here to the dump trailer. Go over for our grain silo. And before we go by, let's see if we got any in here that we can unload. Alright, we do. We got 13,000 liters of wheat. We'll fill her up. Take it all, sir. And this is for the chickens. That's one. That's two. That's three. That's four. So that's sweet. So chickens are handled. Next up, we need the pigs. We're gonna unload our wheat. And do we have any pig food available here? MR we do. Pellets. This mod was recently updated to expand what it did accept. Don't see any pig food in there right now, so we're gonna need to go some pig food. Alright, get some pig food from the shop. We're gonna use the same mod we used before for this. So we're gonna go to pallets. And we're gonna look for pig food. $5,000 liters for $1,000, and this is part of the farm supply pack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What else should do? And hit refill tipper. And each pallet is 5,000 liters, so this should be 15,000 liters, which hopefully should be plenty for the pigs. The margin is going to be very low now until animal productions pick up steam, and we're actually have stuff that we can sell that can make some of this money back from what we're spending on the animals. For example, the eggs from the chickens, slurry from the cows and pigs, and of course milk from the cows. Alright, 15,000 liters of pig food has been loaded up and ready to go, and we're going to bring that back over here to our pigs and get them taken care of, at least as far as their feeding concerns are. Alright, dropping off pig food. Alright. Pigs are good. Unload our leftover pig food. Now we need TMR for the cows. Alright, just lost my train of thought again on what I was doing. Just got the TMR off for the cows. We can come through this way. Once we hit the trigger point, they should be fed. And they took it all, so that means they're probably going to need more. Let's take a peek. Heck yeah. 74,000, barely even made a dent. So we're gonna go to the shop, and this time we're gonna buy total mixed rations. And this time we're gonna get 5 pallets, maybe, I'm thinking. That cost set us back $5,000. They got 68 grand in the bank. So we're gonna go pallets. Mixed ration, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And remember, each one of these pallets is 5,000 liters. Alright, once you get in the right spot, it will automatically load into the chipper, I noticed. Alright, so we're good to go on the toad of mixed rations. And we're going to go ahead and take that back up to the main farm. And our next order of business will be straw. Okay. So we're back at the cow barn. We got a TMR. Gonna drop it off and see what we're working with. And they took it all. I'm shook. But that's 99,749. That's right on the edge. So we're gonna let that go. Let that sleeping dog lie. And pigs, we have straw pallets up here ready to go. We just need to go up here and grab them and straw bales, I should say. I'm gonna grab one and just drop it on the floor. And the pigs took what they need, but the bale is still not fully consumed, so I can stack up the remainder back on the stack. Alright, so that's well and good. Now, so it looks like one of the next buildings we're gonna want to look into utilizing as well is one of the bale storage buildings, because we're gonna need to store straw bales for our cows and our pigs. We're also the next piece of equipment we're gonna need is we're gonna have to have a straw blower, because we're gonna need that to get the straw into the cow facility. Alright, so let's go to animals. Let's take a look at that real quick. Animal transport, we want to go to animals. And these are the bale chopper options that I have. Pro Chop 150. That has a capacity of 2 bales. And we got the Premore 15070M, which we used previously. One requires 180 horsepower, 100 horsepower. They both have capacity 2 bales. We lease the. Is this one too, or is that? This is part of the Beamer pack. That's the BPX 9010. Never used that one before. And that's the cheapest one out of the bunch. And that does grass and straw. Let's lease that bad boy today. Actually, we need 3 things that we need to lease here because we still need to lease a bale trailer, and we need to buy the straw bales for the cows. This is probably going to take us home tonight because we're within the last 15 minutes of the program. Let's go back into the shop. We want to go to bale loaders. It's the smallest little bale trailer we got. Because we don't need anything too big for this job. Doesn't even necessarily have to be auto load either. This that's too big. Really nothing that big, that long, or anything. But all of the bale trailers are long by nature. Oh shoot. Alright, so back to bale loaders. We'll just go with the cheapest one, 19,500. 15,500. Be sure to set the auto load, lease. Then get our bales. And we want to make sure we're grabbing the liftable bales. And we're doing straw. Do we want to do round ones or squares? Well, I'm always trying to be as efficient as I can. So we do 240 centimeters of straw. And we start with 4, if that's enough. Operating position. God the mighty darn it. This one gets me every time. Bale not supported. Leased items. That's why we never use that one. Alright. So that bond needs to be updated. Bale loaders. So that might incline me to uninstall that whole kit. Alright, Punch SPX 816, auto load, yes. Let's see what you're talking about. That might be why I always go to the DPW. I don't remember what the deal was. Yep, That's what it is. We got a bunch of mods here that need updates when it comes to handling build capacities. And I'm probably going to install each and every one of them that don't do what they're supposed to do anymore, because that's a hassle for me that I don't need to deal with. Alright, return that one. And you got base game stuff that even does that. That might not be auto load, but at least it works. In fact, so go back to the shop menu again. And there's this base game DP W1800. We want the modded one, which is just auto load is the only mod with it. So at least that. Alright, we're coming up on the last 5 minutes of the episode. I thank everyone for tuning in tonight. Thank you for support. And I hope you look forward to your continued support, because it's the only way we can grow. Help me to help you to help me. So let's go, let's get it done. Let's continue to grow. I want to see some subscriptions going up. I want to see people tuning in, and hopefully we can get this channel to start growing. If you got suggestions for other games you'd like to see me play, just let me know. Drop it in the chat, drop it in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you like, let me know what you love, let me know what you don't. Either way, let me know. That's the only way we can get this thing going, and I can get better at what it is that I do. Bose831 Gaming on all the major social media platforms: Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, Instagram, so on and so forth. I do unload bills, move them over here to the side, drop them down. Get this trailer out the way. Go back and pick up the shredder, the bale shredder, and blower. And let's see what we got. And how this one works. I never used this mod before. I didn't even know if it was something that we had. I haven't used any of the equipment from the Beamer pack. And I know I'm probably mispronouncing that name as well. That's all I got, folks. So when it comes to some of these European names, I guess it's Vermeer. If it sounds like how it's spelled. Here we got the liftable bales. We just need to drop some bales into this trailer, and hopefully this will be all we need to do to get this operation going. Alright, we got a bale in there, straw bale. I'm gonna bring it back around. There it is. It's not overloaded. love it. I love it. So it's grinding up the straw bale and distributing it to cows. And looks like we're going to get this whole bale in there. And there it is. Take a peek and see where we're at. With the cows, straw. That just about did hit it. We gonna need to drop maybe one more bale in there. We're gonna take that whole bale. We just take a piece of it, but that's it. And that's the end of the show, folks. We'll see you next on the next episode. Thank you for tuning in, and y'all, everyone have a great night. This is Bose 831 Gaming. Like I always say, if you're not having fun doing what you do, then what is you doing? And I will catch you on the flip side. Have a good night, everyone.